writing's improved.
If you understand one, then you understand the others.
Pass these.
On the scanner.
Our showcase piece.
They stick with the narrative because, frankly, in first grade.
Has the computer made you a better writer, do you think?
We've been very fortunate to be involved at the Stevens Creek site. The kinds of innovative instruction that are going on in the Apple classrooms of tomorrow have provided us some marvelous opportunities for investigating new approaches to assessment.
Stevens Creek Elementary School in Cupertino, California might look like any average modern suburban school. But many of these students are involved in a unique research project of Apple Computer Incorporated. With cooperation among a number of organizations, including UCLA, researchers and teachers are developing new methods for assessing what students are learning in a high-technology environment. Professor Eva Baker, director of UCLA's Center for the Study of Evaluation, explains.
Educational reform is sweeping this country, and assessment is playing an important part of it. What is the purpose of assessment for many people is twofold: accountability and instructional improvement. At Stevens Creek, we've been looking at portfolios principally to help teachers improve their instruction. And Stevens Creek is a wonderful opportunity for us because the Apple classrooms of tomorrow provide a great environment for research, particularly because they're so open to innovation.
Here we go again. Finally! Let's see, let's try my next idea.
When the ACOT program was first implemented several years ago at Stevens Creek School, access to computers quickly sparked a keen interest in writing among the teachers and students. Students were able to master keyboarding and found it much easier to plan, revise, illustrate, and publish their work.
Let's see how it looks like. Maybe we could set all the buttons to the right and scan a picture on the left. I don't know. Let's see, the introduction, if we can do anything with this.
Today, children produce authentic products, printed stories, reports, and letters, similar to those in the adult world.
Maybe we could scan a picture right here, like a father, Unifer, Sarah, and something else. Or maybe we could set all the buttons to the right and scan a picture on the left. Yeah, that's a good idea also.
The first thing we're going to do is we're going to select our showcase piece and share it with a friend.
Stevens Creek teachers and UCLA researchers have focused on the challenges of developing a new tool for assessing students' writing, the collection of student work into portfolios for periodic review. Portfolios have exciting potential to assess children's competence and progress, but only if there is agreement on what students should be learning, what should go into the portfolio, and how the material should be assessed. Just collecting children's work does not accomplish the tasks of setting standards and measuring learning.
To have for your showcase?
I like my ABC story.
The student selects his best writing and puts it into his showcase piece. They might share the showcase piece with a friend. They might share it with the classroom, and they definitely take it home and share it with their parents.
That they were moving to San Francisco because he didn't know that Ted and his family were moving to San Francisco.
The theme of your story was what?
About friendship and what...
Another way that portfolio is used is that I, as a teacher, use the child's writing as something from which to conference. How they'd help one another? Did you talk about that in your story, how they'd help one another?
Sort of.
Sort of? Do you think you carried through on the theme? Do you think you told enough about friendship so that someone reading your story would know that the theme was friendship? All right, so that's very good. The showcase piece and the portfolio then go home to the parent, and the parent has an opportunity to review the student's writing about every 6 weeks.
This is in my showcase.
What is a showcase?
Out of all the stuff you've done, you pick
your favorite, and mine was the day my brother was born, and
Let me
all
see.
the details. And
Mm-hmm.
and this in the front here is this piece shows that I'm a good writer because, and then this piece could be better if I.
The day my brother was born. Oh, did you just told the whole story?
Mhm.
Why was this your favorite?
Because it talked about my baby brother, and I like my baby brother.
And what about the writing skills?
I use good mechanics and new paragraphs, and I use dialogue.
The use of portfolios was nurturing teachers' interest in writing instruction and students' pride in their writing. But teachers were not using the portfolios for the assessment of students' growth and had not yet developed agreement on clear standards for student writing. A series of teacher workshops was developed by UCLA and its consultants, emphasizing writing standards and methods of using portfolios so that teachers and students could track progress toward those standards.
Designed so that you can give very explicit feedback to your young writers to let them know the kinds of things they're doing well, the kinds of things that you notice in their writing that are really important, but in explicit ways, not just good writing, and also the recommendations that you have. So you have commendations and you have recommendations. The workshops are primarily keyed at this point to think about what is it in good writing that teachers can effectively deliver through their instruction so that children can begin to develop an understanding, insights into what it is that makes up excellent writing.
The workshops have been helpful in assessing the writing of students in the portfolios because I'm now able to see the separate components of each piece of writing.
The in-services are helping to educate us, so we do a better job of educating the children.
I think it's
The importance of developing assessment standards and methods applies to any area of curriculum. But how do we develop assessments for students' innovative projects if there are as yet no established standards? At Stevens Creek, for example, children in this fourth grade classroom are using HyperCard software, scanners, graphics, and audio recording equipment as they create interactive reports and stories. These projects simulate the new directions in multimedia that are usually only found in the adult world.
That's a good piece. Oh, and here's your table of contents with everything in it by month. That's really terrific. So I can just go in and take a look and see anything that you wrote.
Yep, so far. I just have to finish up a couple more.
Okay, well that's good.
Has the computer made you a better writer, do you think? Why?
For teachers in the Apple classrooms of tomorrow, assessment of technology-based projects poses a substantial challenge.
Our next steps in developing the assessment component really are to bring together what the teachers are learning from the students on a day-to-day basis and what the experts are telling us qualities of student writing that should be included in any assessment program. So we're going to try to match those and then come up with benchmarks for each grade level.
Open up a C, then you go to scrapbook.
Regardless of classroom technology or environment, good assessment remains based on well-defined standards as the basis for measurement design. Just what those standards are and how we measure them are critical questions for our present and future research designs.
I think my writing has improved a lot because I just really think it has since first grade. Because in the first grade I did this dinosaur report, and I have this recent report I just did. This is my raccoon report got laminated. And put me through a lot of stress, but I got through it. And I really enjoyed it. That's about all.